park. A day at the park, Colleen Knox.
Opportunities missed, chances not taken, hope lost. These are things that all of us have had regrets in our lives because we did not take advantage. We did not jump on that opportunity. We didn't take that chance, and we lost hope. Today I want to share with you a story that will show and prove to you that grabbing those opportunities and taking those chances and holding on to hope will give you a reward that will last you a lifetime. It was a late afternoon on a Monday in September. An email was circulated around the office, and there was an offer of one ticket for that evening's Dodger game. Any baseball fans here? Everyone knows what goes on at the end of September, right? We're in playoff mode. We're hoping for October baseball because that's what us fans root for. So the email was one ticket. I have a teenage son. And who's a bigger fan than me? That would be him. So I'm thinking, I take the ticket. I'm going to have to tell him a story. Oh, I had to work late. Not that I was at a Dodger game. Or I let him go and be totally envious for the rest of our life together. So I took a chance. Sent an email back. Any possibility of another ticket? And do you know what happened? Of course, yes, there was. We were going to the Dodger game that night. It was so exciting. I couldn't wait to call my son and tell him. Now, being an American League fan, growing up in Orange County, having been born in San Diego, the Dodgers were not the top of my list of teams to go watch. But so happens the Dodgers were playing the Padres. Hey, it could be fun. They were also box seats. So the promise to my teenage son, anyone that knows, was food. There'll be lots of food. We will have lots of food to eat. Because the biggest challenge that we were going to be faced with was we were in Westlake. The game is in Chavez Ravine, which everyone knows is in LA, 5:30 p.m. on a Monday night. How were we ever going to get there in time? Didn't really matter. Any baseball fan knows the baseball game is not 1 hour. It's not set in a time frame. So we had that opportunity to be able to take the 2.5 hours it took us to get there. As my son was saying, let's forget it, turn around. I don't want to go, it's not worth it. It's only the Padres and the Dodgers. Who wants to see that game anyway? Well, I persevered and said, come on, let's just take the chance that we'll get there before the game is over. So we walk in, it's the 5th inning. Things were going okay. Dodgers were ahead. My son was chomping down on all that free food that Ernst & Young was offering in the suite that we were offering. Chatting with friends. So we were thinking everything was fine. We were hopeful and we were enjoying the game. By the bottom of the 8th inning, the Dodgers were down by 4 runs. Dodgers 5, Padres 9. By the end of the top of the 9th inning, the score was the same. Dodgers were down by 4 runs. Whatever. There was no hope left. None at all. That first batter came up, and unbelievably, out of the park, home run. Well, this could be kind of fun. This will never happen. The next batter up, sure enough, a home run. Now, the Padres had taken the chance that they didn't need their closer, so they put the second string in. They changed their mind. The stadium rang with the sound of Hell's Bells, right? AC/DC. Dong, dong, dong. We all knew Trevor Hoffman was coming out. It was over. That's it. Hoffman is one of the leading closers in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers didn't stand a chance. They still needed 2 runs just to even it up. Trevor throws his 95-mile-an-hour fastball. Bam! Out of the park, dead center field. The stadium was going nuts. It was unbelievable. We're talking 3 home runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. That's an impossibility. Trevor throws another pitch, 97 miles an hour. Dead center, out of the park, score, we're going extra innings. The hope that those Dodger players had, the hope that the fans had now reinvented, was filling the stadium with so much excitement, with so much enthusiasm, we couldn't believe it. Top of the 10th, Padres score a run. Oh well, it was a little bit too little too late. Bottom of the 10th inning, first runner gets on base. Huh, interesting. Nomar Garcia Park comes up to bat. The place is screaming, Nomar, 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 Nomar! What could possibly happen? Well, the next morning, the newspaper headlines in the San Diego Tribune said, 5 gone conclusion. Nomar hit that ball out of the park. The Dodgers won 11-10. It was an unbelievable event. It was history in the making. We were there to have experienced it. Had we not taken the opportunity, had we not looked for that second chance, had we not held up our hope, we would not have had this experience. My son and I will always share that bond, share that experience. This happened in 2006. Just last week, my son was visiting, and we were driving to San Diego, and we talked about that game and about that experience that we shared together. So I implore you, and I ask you, every time you have those chances, take them. The opportunities that are given to you, grab them, and hold on to hope, because the rewards will be so much more than you can even imagine, because you'll never know what's going to happen.